Hello, I'm Chris Kilby, a pastor in a pergola, and here's today's bite-sized Bible from 1 Timothy 1, verse 13. You know, in this verse, Paul describes something of God. He says that I was shown mercy because I acted in ignorance and unbelief. And what I want to say to you today, and this is today's truth for you to take away, is truth changes everything. You see, when Paul says, I was shown mercy because I acted in ignorance and unbelief, he's showing us something of the kindness and the patience of God. You see, Paul, even though he was a violent anti-Christian, God showed him mercy. And Paul expresses two reasons why God may have been merciful to him. Firstly, he says, I was in ignorance. Basically, he didn't really know who Jesus was. Secondly, he said he was in unbelief. So the areas where he did know Jesus was, he didn't believe him to be true. He didn't believe him to be the Messiah, the Christ, the Saviour. But once Paul knew the truth, it changed everything. You know, it was the same for me. I have many questions about faith and Christianity, and yet when I encountered truth, it changed everything. And I well remember that moment when one of my friends looked at me and he said, Chris, you know, that's great for you, but it's just not for me. And at the time, I can remember thinking to myself, that's just not logical. If this is truth, then it's vital for every single one of us. And if it's not truth, then it's not good for me because I'm deluded and I've been hoodwinked by a whole bunch of lies. You see, truth doesn't change. It is unchanging. But truth does change everything. So, my encouragement to you today is don't let ignorance or unbelief prevent you from having an encounter with a God who is true. You can find out today the truth about Jesus. He was the Saviour, he was the Son of God, and he still is, because his resurrection from the dead proves that. So my encouragement to you today is to ask that question. Could this possibly, even in my wildest imagination, be true? And if it is, am I going to allow the truth to change me? Or am I going to try and change the truth to suit what I think and feel and believe? The truth changes you. You don't change the truth. That's today's bite-sized Bible from 1 Timothy 1, verse 13. And I'm Chris Kilby, a pastor in a pergola. And I'll see you next time.